Hey guys, it's Jules and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, I'm finally gonna be showing you my 1-week meal plan. But first, make sure to click that subscribe button for more lupus related videos. If you're interested to see what I usually eat, please keep on watching. First, I'm gonna show you some drink options that lupus nephritis patients can drink. First is this 100% natural grape juice. Look at the ingredients and make sure that there's no food coloring and added sugar. Next is Sprite. Sprite is okay because it's a colorless soda. Just 1 glass, okay? Next, I put Gatorade here for emergencies, like kapag feeling sick tayo, we can drink Gatorade. Just get the ones that don't have food coloring. Next, we have pineapple juice. Pineapples are very good for kidney patients. Highly recommend ko, it's the pineapple juice. Next, this is matcha green tea. I drink matcha when I don't feel like drinking coffee. I drink this hot or iced depending on my mood. And here are just other tea options that I drink. Pomegranate tea from my friend and some chai tea by Twinings. Next are the snacks. These snacks are just optional. So first we have Sky Flakes. I pair my Sky Flakes with some jelly or jams. It tastes so good. Next, the only kind of chips I eat are these lightly salted classic tortilla chips. Make sure to get the lightly salted and make sure to get the brand Nacho King. I super love these. If I'm craving for something sweet, Gold Honey Flakes by Nestle, but I don't eat it with milk. Now we're gonna prep some vegetables. These vegetables are the kind that I usually eat. So first up is romaine lettuce. I really like romaine lettuce because it doesn't taste bitter. Here I'm just separating each of the leaves and I'm just gonna wash them in this big bowl full of water. I usually put baking soda in the water, but we don't have baking soda right now, so it's just water. Now I'm gonna put them in this vegetable spinner. If you don't have this, just use a strainer, drainer. Basta kung ano man tawag nyo. Get rid of the water and then spin it dry. The drier the lettuce, the better. I also washed some soy after this, or cilantro. So next, this is 1/2 kilo of bok choy. It's quickly becoming my favorite vegetable right now because it's so easy to prepare and it just tastes so good. So it looks like pechay, but both the stem and the leaves are green. So what I do is I get a scissor and then I cut the ends off and then I put it in the water and wash them. But first, we have to cut all of the ends first so we can wash them all together. Para hindi sayang tubig, guys. Tipid tayo. So I also do this for okra. So after washing, I place them in this heat-proof bowl. And then I boil some water inside the kettle. Then I just pour the boiled water on top of the bok choy, like so. And make sure to cover them up to the top. And then I push them down with a fork and put a plate on top to contain the steam. So I do this until the bok choy are cooked. Depends on how many you're cooking yung time. So 1 to 2 minutes, whatever. Ikaw na tumingin. Kaya mo na yan. So here's the lettuce that we washed. Now we're gonna put them inside a container. So find a container that you wanna put inside your refrigerator. We're just gonna transfer them into the container. It's better if you find a container that's big enough so that the lettuce won't push each other. Para di magsiksikan yung lettuce sa loob ng container. And then what I like to do for my lettuce, I put absorbent paper, yung makapal na kind of tissue, on top of the lettuce, and then I close the lid. The absorbent paper will absorb the excess water so that the lettuce won't wilt, and then it's ready for the refrigerator. Here's the soy I was talking about. May sense yung sinabi ko, guys. I just have this small container to put the soy in because we're gonna make some salad. Now I'm gonna cut off the stem from the leaves. And then using a scissor, did you notice I really love using scissors for my vegetables? I will cut off the stem, yung maliliit na size. Ay, paliitin nyo. Basta, paliitin nyo yung stem na parang salad. So, after finishing cutting off all the stems into bite-sized pieces, I am gonna cut off the leaves. Cut them off too using the scissors. So, here are the leaves. I like twisting them before I cut them so hindi sila loose. So, just cut off all the leaves and then put them in the container. Here comes the knife. We're gonna chop the different ingredients for the one soy salad. I use white onion, but you can use red. And then 2 tomatoes and 4 calamansi. So, first, let's do the onion. Siyempre, babalatan muna natin guys. Kuha tayong bowl na pang basura para may bowl tayo pang basura, hindi sabog yung basura natin. And just peel off the skin from the onion. Ayan, so nabalatan na. Let us chop off the onion into bite-sized pieces. Just dice the onion. Huwag nyo i-judge yung chopping skills ko guys. Fast forward ko na lang guys para mukha akong magaling. So yan, after dicing the onions, we're gonna put them on top of the one soy. Next, we're gonna dice the tomatoes naman. Same size as the onions. So, just dice it. Fast forward ulit para hindi mukhang hindi marunong maghiwa. Yes, HRIM student ako pero hindi talaga ako mahilig maghiwa, guys. I hate chopping things. After dicing the tomatoes, put them on top of the onions. Next, we're just gonna cut the calamansi in half. And of course, we're gonna juice the calamansi on top of our salad. If you want the salad to taste more calamansi-y, just chop more calamansi. And then next, syempre guys, lalagyan natin ng konting pampaalat. Konti lang, konti-konti. As in, 1/2 teaspoon lang ng patis. I use ang sarap patis. Tapos yun na, we just mix all of them together. Mix nyo mabuti para halo-halo na yung patis and yung calamansi juice. Ang ganda ng kulay niya guys, no? Red, white, green. Also, this is my favorite kind of salad side. Next, itago naman natin yung bok choy na ating ni Blanche. So, I just removed the water and drained it. Now, I'm gonna put it inside the container. Make sure it's cold na before you put it inside the refrigerator. And just like the lettuce, I put absorbent paper on top to absorb the excess moisture. So, the last vegetable we're gonna prep is buttered corn. I just have here 1 can of corn and I put it inside the heat-proof container na naman. And then I just have here unsalted butter. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon lang on top. To melt this, I'm gonna use our bread toaster. Lalagay ko lang siya sa loob and then heat it for 2 minutes. Hindi natin uubusin yung isang kanin sa isang araw. So yan, nagmelt na yung butter. This is what it looks like. And we're just gonna mix it up para lahat ng corn merong butter. Kaya nga buttered corn. We're not gonna add salt and pepper to this guys. 1, because bawal tayo maalat, and 2, because I really don't like pepper. So here's just a sample of a simple salad, just romaine lettuce with buttered corn on top. Sarap. So here are the raw meat we're gonna process. The first meat I have here is pork samgyeopsal. I'm sure you're very familiar with samgyeop. Now I've drained it. I'm just gonna prepare it for the refrigerator. I'm gonna put plastic on top before the cover because that's what my dad told me to do. Ayaw niyang nalalagyan ng raw meat yung mga plastic na cover because bacteria can spread if you don't wash the plastic properly. So now we're gonna cook the pork samgyeopsal. For the pork samgyeopsal, I like using the air fryer. I use the air fryer to half cook the pork, and when I'm ready to eat a serving, I use the air fryer again to fully cook the pork. So I just spread the pork. 1 layer lang guys kasi pag air fryer dapat maraming space for the air to flow. And then I'm gonna put it inside the air fryer. I'm just gonna set it to 180 degrees for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, this is what it looks like. We're gonna flip the pork before we cook it for another 5 minutes. So when your pork is half cooked already after 10 minutes, you can put it inside a clean container for your refrigerator because 1 week meal plan nga to, guys. And when you're ready to eat the pork, just fry it for another 3 minutes to make it crispy. I prefer to fry at 200 degrees this time. So here are all of our half-cooked pork. I'm just gonna cover it up and of course label it para walang ibang tao kumain. Ang dami kasi namin dito sa bahay, so kailangan may label yung food pag bawal galawin. So of course, when you're eating samgyup, you have to have pickled onions. So this is just 1 white onion I chopped into this size and put inside a glass container, heat-proof glass container or jar. Now I have a pan, and inside this pan, we're gonna put around 1 cup of vinegar. White vinegar will do. And then 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Lastly, we're gonna add some brown sugar. It depends on how sweet you want your pickles to be. So I heated this concoction for about 1 minute. Bawal siya mag-boil, so just very low heat until some of the vinegar evaporates. We pour it all over the onions. It has to cover the onions till the top. So push down nyo na lang ng spoon kapag hindi mabuo. Now we just let this cool and let it sit inside the refrigerator for at least overnight para naman masip-sip ng onions yung taste ng ating marinade. Marinade, pickle juice. Now we're gonna plate the pork. So here I added 3 pieces of pork, the lettuce that we made, a bowl of rice, and of course don't forget our pickled onions. Looks so good, guys! Try this out. Moving on to our chicken. Here I have half a kilo of chicken neck. You should use chicken thigh fillet or chicken breast fillet for this, but we can't find that here. So my dad just bought chicken neck. For this one, I'm gonna use my favorite toyo or soy sauce, likumki, black pepper, mirin, but you can skip this if you don't have this, grated ginger, and grated garlic. To the chicken, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon soy sauce, 1 tablespoon mirin, 1 tablespoon garlic, 1 tablespoon ginger, and a pinch of pepper. To make anything crispy, I use my secret ingredient, potato starch. Just a few spoonfuls will do. It's easier to mix this by hand, but since it's raw meat, I use some plastic to protect my hand. Transfer this to a clean container to get it ready for the refrigerator. Let it marinate for at least an hour, but overnight is better. To prep this for frying, you're gonna need a bowl of oil, just normal cooking oil. So, gawa na lang kayong production line. Bale, raw chicken, bowl of oil, and then air fryer. Chicken, oil, air fryer. Repeat these steps until you get the last chicken. Make sure to coat the chicken with oil because it will be crispier in the air fryer if it's coated with oil. Here's what it looks like in the air fryer. I fry this for 8 minutes at 180 degrees. Then I flip the chicken. Then I fried it for another 8 minutes at 180 degrees. This is just 3/4 cooked for the chicken neck, but for the chicken fillet, it could be fully cooked. Just make sure to check your chicken before you eat it. I like doing them undercooked so that if I reheat them, they won't get overcooked. When they're done cooking, transfer them to a clean container ready for the refrigerator, and of course, don't forget to label your food. It makes cooking much more fun. A sample meal would be 3 pieces of chicken, the salad we made earlier, and of course, a bowl of white rice. But a meal needs a drink, so here I have a glass, some ice, and my favorite pineapple juice. Of course, you can change the recipe based on your personal preference. Itadakimasu! Lastly is our least healthy ulam, which is the beef steak. Least healthy because it's red meat. The cut I have here is a breakfast steak. To this, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 tablespoon minced garlic, a dash of black pepper, and of course, don't forget the juice of 5 calamansi. I'm just mixing this again by hand. Make sure to cover the beef completely, then let it marinate at least overnight. To cook the beef, just put the pan on low heat, add a bit of oil, a tablespoon of butter of course, let it melt. Once it's melted, add the beef one by one. Increase the heat to medium and stir-fry the beef. Once the beef looks like this, it's time to transfer them into a clean container, ready for the refrigerator. After that, use the pan to make fried rice. Add onions, corn, and a bowl of white rice. Stir-fry this until the rice is crispy. Here's what the fried rice looks like after I just put a few slices of beef on top. Nagugutom na ako guys, kaka-edit nito. I paired the fried rice with just some romaine lettuce and grape juice. Pro tip, kainin nyo agad yung lechugas para hindi mabulok sa ref. For dessert, just a piece of fresh dragon fruit. Another pro tip, chill nyo muna sa ref bago nyo kainin. Sarap! So here's everything we cooked today inside the ref. And here's a sample meal using the samgyup, the corn, and the lettuce. This is the boiled chicken that my dad always makes for me. It's a very kidney and lupus friendly recipe. Let me know if you want to learn that. I usually use this chicken soup for my noodle soup. Here I made udon chicken noodle soup. I just use fresh Japanese udon noodles and our blanched bok choy on top. Here's a sneak peek of the one soy salad, garlic butter shrimp, and fried liempo. And of course, our blanched bok choy. Hi guys, so I'm currently editing this video that you're watching, and I'm gonna drink coffee, just Americano, iced Americano, and I'm gonna eat the nachos. I'm not gonna eat the whole bag, just 28 grams, I guess. 28 grams has 14 milligrams of sodium and 2 grams of protein, which is good. All good. So that's our snack for today. Also, don't mind my face. This is my editing face. And kakagaling ko lang sa CR. Kaka-wash up ko lang. So, I just put all of my skincare. Let me know if you wanna know what my skincare is. Okay, bye. I'm gonna edit now.